kind of moving forward, where we really taking things in our roadmap, we see a lot more building on the platform. We see a lot more people starting to standardize this and really take this on and really empower two different groups. Empowering, partners like such as Cask and the central IT developers, within IT, the really comprehensive people, and they need very, very professional grade tools to accelerate their very sophisticated development, source control, routing, a lot of text to code in those different areas. But at the same time, we see these citizen developers emerging, the shadow IT developers that need to be very abstracted and need very, very, very simple tools. So we're going to be launching two sets of products next year, both a creator studio that is really targeted at that citizen developer who doesn't know anything about applications and just needs to, really just kind of quickly build an automation or a workflow without writing a lot of code, but do that safely within the guardrails. And at the same time, we're going to be reimagining our classic studio and our App Engine studio as something called Developer Studio, which brings together all of the most comprehensive tools on the ServiceNow platform to build sophisticated custom apps and puts them into one consolidated system called Developer Studio that's going to make developers leap. Their hearts are going to go out of their chest and be more productive than they've ever been. And so we're really making sure that we're meeting our development community where they are, because we really see this proliferating over the next few years with Gen AI. You're going to start to see developers, professional developers, have a much greater demand on them to build sophisticated systems. And so they're going to need more sophisticated tools aided by Gen AI. And we are focusing that. That is a super priority of us. But at the same time, if you believe what Gartner's saying, 750 million new apps are going to be built over the next 3 years, which is more apps than have been built in the last 40 years.
Yeah.
You can't hire your way out of this problem. There's not enough developers. So companies have to open their pool of developers, and they're going to need these citizen developer friendly tools. And you see a lot of these niche players like the Airtables and the Bubbles and the Uncorks, coming out with all these tools, but they're not really enterprise grade and they're not really scalable. So we see this big opportunity to launch this creator studio where we're going to start to empower a lot of these line of business developers. So they need very low entry tools or very easy to use tools where the barrier of entry is very low, but they still want to do it on a scalable platform like ServiceNow where it can be governed and managed so that the CIO can still see what's going on. So you're going to start to see ServiceNow really double down on both of these areas. And then finally, really doubling down on App Engine Management Center, which is our governance tools, to really start to use Gen AI to really even help more and more with the governance around what should you be building, how should you be building it, how should you manage the sprawl and start to bring things together. Somebody has an idea to build an app and now start to use generative AI to make suggestions. Hey, I've seen parts of that app built elsewhere. Let me help you do that. So I think you're going to see ServiceNow, the innovation coming out over the next 18 months from this company, just blow people's mind and put to bed once and for all whether or not ServiceNow is an application development platform.